Right, okay, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, Frank Lampard has just been confirmed as the caretaker manager for the end of the season. We're going to go through his press conference, why, and what his backroom staff might be as well. So yeah, let's get into it. And we'll start off with why. So, he's been brought in as the caretaker / interim manager until the end of the season. This is so we can have a manager who can focus on the pitch while the board and that focus on whether it'll be Nagelsmann or Enrique or even someone else, unlikely, but if it is someone else, to take charge on a permanent basis. Well, the board came out and said they wanted a clear, stable plan for the rest of the season while the interviews continue. So, yeah, don't necessarily it's a bad thing, you know. One of the main reasons why I've gone for Lampard for this job as well is to help morality. Obviously, give a big boost to fans, to the players, to the staff. I think this is weird. I think it will have a really positive effect. We've already seen it, happen with some of the fans. But just start off with relax, look at the bigger picture, understand why this has happened. If you don't want Lampard to join, just understand why. So let's get into his press conference then. Starting off straight away, what he said, it was a pretty easy decision for me. This is my club. I mean, yeah, it was an easy decision for him. It happened almost no time. So the next one is, I believe I can come and help this cause in this period until the end of the season. I'm delighted to have an opportunity and I'm confident in myself. I have a good understanding of the squad, training ground, stadium and fans. He was asked what would happen if he was still in the Champions League, whether he was still or not. Here's what he said to that. I'll park that to the side and focus on the job at hand. We've got almost impossible road to the Champions League final anyway, so there's really no need to speculate. He was also asked about team selection and he had this to say. I have my idea. Credit to Bruno and Graham Potter, who I don't know that well. Good man. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. So yeah, basically, obviously we'll focus on his idea. And we know when he was at the club, he switched from back four to back three quite often. Never really stuck with one. Adapted based on who he was playing against. Will it be interesting to see what he goes with? Obviously, Potter started with the back four, but in the recent months he's gone to a back three. So we'll be interested to see what he goes with. But it's good to see because obviously some people's problems with Bruno as the caretaker was that he was just doing the same things as Potter. However, bringing Lampard, it's a different style. We'll see. We won't see almost like the blueprints of Potter. So I guess that's one positive. Everyone can have a clean slate as such right now. In terms of goal scoring, there is no genuine answer. You can set up the structure. We saw that against Liverpool with chances. I'm here to work with repetition to get the mindset to score goals. I mean, is there anyone better to talk about mindset? Score goals. He's scored the most goals as a midfielder in the Premier League. He's our joint all-time top goal scorer. We did tend to score quite a few goals with him in charge as well. So obviously we still had the problems with the finishing. But I think that's what some of these players need. I think they just need a bit of confidence. I believe he can give that a bit of confidence for a goal. You could have it. Definitely needs a bit of just a bit of a boost. He was also talking about Mason Mount. Also, we know there's a very strong connection between Mason Mount and Frank Lampard. Mason Mount's future at the club is up in arms at the moment. No one really knows what's going to happen. Well, he was Lampard was asked about, and here's what he had to say. I know what I get from Mason. We will talk a lot. He is a huge player for Chelsea. I 100% agree. He is a huge player for Chelsea. He is the golden boy of Chelsea. Ever since he came from that youth academy, he is the golden boy. He is the one to look out for. He is the future captain. He is the next Frank Lampard. He has been given all these labels throughout his time. And it would be a real shame to see him at the club. So hopefully, Lampard get him back up and running. We want to win as many games as we can. It's more complicated than that. Big games ahead of us, but we have a belief. I have a huge belief, and I will tell them that today. Obviously, he is set to have his first training session sometime this afternoon, and obviously that will be a point he gets across when he meets with the players. He was asked about the fans, and here's what he had to say. I'm very thankful for the ones that are delighted. For the ones not, I'll do my utmost to get a team that they are proud of. So on to the people we expect will be in his backroom staff. Some of them being confirmed, some haven't. Let's get into it. Start off with Ashley Cole. Obviously, he played for us from 2006 to 2014, where he won 9 trophies, including a Premier League and a Champions League. He was a Derby coach under Lampard after retiring in 2019, before coming to Chelsea with Lampard as an academy coach from 2019 to 2022. During this time as well, from 2021 to 2022, he was also the England under-21 assistant. However, he left both these roles when Lampard signed for Everton and he joined him as a backroom staff coach or assistant coach, I guess. And that also lasted until earlier this year in 2023. Also then, Joe Edwards, he was the Chelsea under-18 manager from 2014 to 2016. He won 2 Premier League under 18 Premier Leagues and 2 FA Youth Cups. He was a Chelsea loan manager then from 2016 to 2017. He was then the Chelsea under 23 manager from 2017 to 2019. Obviously, at this point, Frank Lampard took charge and made him assistant coach, where he stayed until 2022, also under Tuchel. And also in 2022, when Lampard joined Everton, he joined him there as well as an assistant. Obviously, once again, leaving at the start of this year. Chris Jones. So obviously, he was mainly a fitness coach, but last few years he's made a bit of a transition to an assistant as well. So he was from 2000 to 2006, he was the Fulham under 18 fitness coach. Then also during this time, from 2002 to 2006, he was the England under 21 fitness coach. He then became the Chelsea reserves fitness coach from 2006 to 2009. Then he became the Chelsea main team fitness coach from 2009 to 2018. Obviously a massive stint there. Then he went to go join Frank Lampard at Derby, also being the fitness coach there from 2018 to 2019. Then he came back to Chelsea with Frank Lampard as assistant coach from 2019 to 2021. Then he once again, with Frank Lampard, went to Everton in 2022 as the fitness coach and left earlier this year. Then last but not least, Paul Clement. So from 2000 to 2006, he was the Ireland under 21 assistant manager. From 2000 to 2006 as well, exact same time period, he was the Fulham under 18 manager. Then from 2008 to 2009, he was the Chelsea reserves manager. Then from 2009 to 2011, he joined the dugout with Carlo Ancelotti. He was Carlo Ancelotti's assistant manager. He won a Premier League and FA Cup double that season. After Ancelotti was sacked, he became the Blackburn assistant from 2011 to 2012. He then joined with Carlo Ancelotti yet again from 2012 to 2013. He then followed Ancelotti as the assistant manager from 2013 to 2015. He then left Ancelotti to, start his own road as a manager with Derby. However, this only lasted till 2016 from 2015. He had reunited with Carlo Ancelotti as the assistant manager from 2016 to 2017 at Bayern Munich. And he once again left Carlo to go do management by himself from Swansea in 2017 to Reading in 2018 to Bruges in 2020 to 2021. Obviously, all three stints very short, only months long, not too successful in the end. And in 2022, when Frank Lampard joined Everton, he also joined in there, and then obviously left in 2023 so as an assistant. So yeah, that's it for today then. So Frank Lampard is here, it's confirmed, he is the caretaker boss. He's the man we're going to back, and he's the man who can take us to the end of the season and take us, hopefully, flying into however long as we can go in the Champions League. Obviously, we've got Real Madrid, but Frank Lampard admits it's almost impossible, and that almost everyone plays going to be hard. But I believe we can do it. I believe we can do well. Hopefully, that bit of new manager bounce. Obviously, we've got to face Wolves on Saturday, and then on to Real Madrid. Obviously, then the rest of the season, we've got some very hard games this month. We've got Arsenal away, Manchester United away, 2 games against Real Madrid. Ending the season, we've got Man City and Newcastle as well. So it's not an easy road to the end. However, we've got to back the boys, back the manager, see what can happen. In the summer, we'll have a big transfer window where we'll look to hopefully get rid of quite a lot of players, bring in maybe 1 or 2 positions, and obviously bring in one of Julian Nagelsmann or Luis Enrique. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.